To all the new folks here into our department and into the firm, and we're glad to have you and look forward to many years of working with you and having some fun. So,
Here, drink.
Okay, now for the main event, and this might go on for a little while. So, but we're going to start off and on a more serious note. We're going to begin and recognize a few of the many accomplishments that Bob has had through the course of his career. And those of you that have known me to speak know that I never have notes, but for this I didn't want to mess it up, so I do have notes tonight. Bob graduated from West Virginia Wesleyan College. Anybody want to guess the year?
78.
No.
Who said that?
Bob graduated in 1970. Alright, now show of hands, how many people were born by 1970? Me? Alright, so Terry, Roberta, John Kent, and Dave. After graduating, Bob moved to Richmond and joined the firm Coopers & Lybrand, which of course was the predecessor to PricewaterhouseCoopers. And Bob worked his way up, I think, to the level of director. Is that right, Bob? Mm-hmm. You're a director when you left. And so Bob has only had two firms that he's worked for, Coopers & Lybrand and Keiter. He left Coopers in 2000 to join Keiter Stevens. And at that time, our audit practice was really nothing like it is today. I think it was maybe less than half the size. And when Bob came on, he was challenged with bringing on a lot of the quality control and infrastructure and processes that we now have. And really all of those things are a result of Bob's work back in the beginning when he came to the firm. I always thought of Bob as, I use the word market opportunist. During his time at the firm, he was very intuitive as to what was going on in the market. He started our risk advisory services practice. Right, Scotty? And I think back when Bob first joined the firm that those types of services weren't really prevalent in the market, but Bob sensed the need and sensed what was happening and decided to get it started, and we see how successful it's been. The ERISA audit services is another thing that I think Bob has really streamlined and grown, and there was a time when the Big Four firms started backing away from the ERISA audits, and Bob got the practice going, got Courtney involved, and we see how many ERISA audits that we now do, and I won't mention how many are still left to do. But it's another very successful part of our practice. In terms of Bob's technical expertise, I don't think I have to tell any of you here, but it without question rivals anyone that I've worked with in the course of my career. I don't think you can find anyone that has more knowledge of the technical accounting and auditing type things that we deal with. Bob is just, you can't say enough about how strong he is in that area. Those are a lot of the tangible type things, but in my mind it's some of the intangibles that really make Bob who he is. I think Bob is a problem solver, and you hear him work with clients and you see the types of questions that he asks us. You know that he's dealing with his clients on a business level and trying to help them, and before we came up with the tagline Opportunity Advisor, that's something that Bob has been doing his whole career, and he's really good at it. Bob was the leader of the audit department for his entire time here at Keiter until we just recently transitioned that. And I think of Bob as a quiet, effective leader. And what I mean by that is a lot of times, Bob will be trying to lead you in a direction, and you'll end up going to that direction and getting to where he wants you to be. But when you get there, you really don't know how you got there or that he wanted you to get there in the first place. But he has a way about him of making the right comment at the right time and prodding when he needs to, but just he's a very effective leader in that manner. One thing that I think we all respect about Bob is that he has the highest moral and ethical standards, and he demonstrates it not just every day in business, but outside of the office and everything he does. And I think all of those things combined is why he's so well respected by clients and his peers and his colleagues and the community. A couple other things, Bob has been very involved in the community, a lot of different interests, the School of Richmond Ballet, Central Virginia Entrepreneurial Center, Greater Richmond Technology Council, which is now Rich Tech, Covenant Woods, and Greater Richmond Art, just to name a few. So he's He's done a lot in the community over his career. He also has 5 children and 5 grandchildren, and of course, we're very happy to have Janet here as well. So, that's all I have to say for now, but before we open it up, I do want to present Bob with the gift that we have for him today. And, you know, I thought, first of all, I don't know if anybody knows, but apparently the firm doesn't give gifts to retiring partners, but like a lot of things we do, we're going to do it our own way. I thought a lot about what type of gift would be appropriate for Bob, and I wanted to get something that demonstrated you know, the appreciation that we had for him, but also was a gift that would be a Bob-appropriate kind of gift. And Roberta knows that I've been thinking about this, and we've been talking about it for a while, and you know, we talked about the different things that Bob does and what he likes, and one thing that came out is that Bob, over the course of the time that I've worked at this firm, has perfected the yellow polo shirt wardrobe. Jay, you may know about this, and none of us know how many yellow polo shirts he has.
You know, it happens to be my favorite color.
Okay. But you know, I get the sense that any time that a tough day is on the horizon, or it's really time to put the nose to the grindstone, the yellow polo comes out. And that's kind of Bob's uniform of choice. And so what the firm has decided to do on this very special occasion is to retire the yellow polo shirt. It will always be known as the Bob Sommerville yellow polo, and you know, starting from this day forward, none of us or anyone else will wear the yellow polo on the second floor ever again. And as is tradition, when a ceremony of this kind takes place and we're retiring a jersey or number, we want to present Bob with this gift, if I can not mess it up.
Oh, wow.
So this is the retired jersey for Bob Sommerville that we've all signed.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, we have a place on the wall for that, Bob. Now we're gonna turn it over to Bob for a second, and then I know. Do we need a picture? Do we get a photo of that?